Here is the Crescendo Music Education Podcast, episode 105. This podcast is being recorded on the lands of the Turrbal people. I acknowledge them as the traditional owners of the land and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. They were the first music makers on this land. And welcome everybody to the Crescendo Music Education Podcast. And we are continuing our series where we have a little look at each year level. And when I say we, I mean Deb Bryden and me. So I'd like to welcome back Deb. Hi, Deb.
Hi, everybody.
And you would know by now that Deb and I do a lot of work together. But we thought it would be fun to just have a little bird's eye look at each year level. So if you haven't heard the others, we've done prep 1, 2 and 3. And we're now up to year 4 within our system. So let's start, Deb, just talking about generally what we think about our year 4 level students.
Look, I know I keep saying this in all of these episodes, but I really love year 4 because they can do so much. They can write music and they're so excited to be composers and to notate their compositions, in a real way. They're just, I don't know, they're kind of enthusiastic. I like. That's what I think about year 4.
I agree. And for those who are listening who aren't in our system, they're turning 8. It's the year they turn 8. I love them, this age group, because like you say, they've still got the enthusiasm, but they've not yet turned too cool for school. As those of you who are out there in the real world working with children of this sort of age, you would know that they get to a level where they start thinking, oh, is it still okay to like singing? Is it still okay to be enthusiastic when I enter the music room? What will my friends think of me? They're not at that stage yet. They still sort of love you unconditionally. And yet they're a bit more advanced. Like you said, they're starting to be able to read and write music and make all those connections and like that more academic side, but they still like playing games and singing songs and picking up boom whackers and just, so yeah, I agree. It's a great age, a great year level. For me, it's in my current teaching situation, it's a little bit sad because we drop to one lesson a week, 1 30-minute lesson a week. And I'm absolutely blessed to have year levels below that. I have twice a week for 30 minutes. And it makes such a difference. So when I get to year 4, it's like hitting the brakes suddenly, trying to stop your head going through the windscreen because things go slower once a week than twice a week. So I find that frustrating, but that's a specific, the situation I'm in at the moment. But I do love year 6. So in the show notes.
4 even.
What did I say?
4.
Oh,
6, you said. Oh, look, we love them too.
yeah. Okay. Sorry, everyone. Year 4 as well. Yeah. Now, in the transcript and show notes and things, I'll pop in the overview that I have for year 4 and when generally I teach things. So you can have a little look at the 4 terms of year 4 and you can see what's sort of new in this year level. But I think that really for year 4, it's a lot of amalgamation and practice and reinforcing. I think the major new thing is we introduce compound meter in year 4. So that's, to me, the big new thing.
Yeah, that's big. Yeah.
And I know that I could really improve the way that I do that. It's part of being a good teacher, isn't it? Always looking to improve. So, Deb, let's look at singing. What do you really like to do singing-wise with the year 4s?
All right. Well, I put down a good fun one, Ford car, or I've got a car, sometimes it's called. And look, it's just a lot of fun. It's quite limited range, but I don't use it for anything other than just fun singing and actions. Got a lot of great actions. If you're looking for it, it's in the Step Up, Kodo Queensland Step Up DVDs or resource packs. And look, the kids love it. It's a lot of fun. And actually, it just reminds me, I haven't done it since the start of the year. I must throw that in at the beginning of next semester. What fun.
Yes, I don't know if I've done it this year yet with fours. So, yes, I'm putting that straight in for week 1 next term. Absolutely. So we'll put a link to the Step Up resource that you refer to, Deb. It's really gold. And yeah, Ford, it's if you don't, just the beginning of it, if you don't know, I've got a car that's made of tin. It's that one. It's lots of fun. I wonder, is it specifically Australian, Deb?
I don't really know the origin of it. I don't know. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of fun. And one of my favourites is a fairly new one to me, Down by the Ocean, which
Oh, I love it.
isn't it great? And I want to say it's in one of Lucinda's books. So
I don't know. I learnt it from Tess Laird. I don't know where it comes from.
Oh, okay. But it goes, the beginning part anyway. Down by the ocean, down by the sea, John broke a teacup and said that it was me. And it's a individual singing one. I told Ma, I told Pa, John got a telling off, ha, ha, ha. And it's individual singing, someone with their eyes closed in the middle, and they've got to guess who it is by the timbre of their voice. So I love that there's those little bits of individual singing, which we still
That we
should be
don't
doing.
do as much in the upper grades, and we really need to.
I
Yeah.
agree. And they don't hesitate because of the
No.
context of the game.
Yeah. So much fun. I only introduced this one in my program last year with year 4s, and it is still one of the most requested songs by that cohort, which are now year 5s, of course. They just love it and they get so excited.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, the kids will like this. I was
Yeah.
stunned by how much they
Yeah.
loved it. I think the fact that they're the end of the song and they get a little over enthusiastic,
A little bit excited.
Yeah, and when they go, John got a telling off, ha, 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 and they think it's so funny that they're telling off the child in the middle. It's, I don't know, there's just something magic about it, and they will play it literally all lesson if you let them. So I think that's got to be up there in one of my top.
Yeah.
Out by the ocean.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, pentatonic scale, we're really practicing. I stick on at the beginning of year 4.
Yeah.
So lots and lots of practice. Songs like Ida Red, and we do some text innovation and make up different colours and rhymes. And I just do also lots of practice of singing the scale, singing intervals, all intervals from do, singing, just lots of those sort of gymnastic-y things with the sounds to help them get, the sound of the intervals and the notes and the relationship into their brain. So it becomes quite automatic. So when they hear doo, they go, oh, I know what that is. So that's sort of, for me, focus, and lots of those little pentatonic songs deriving, guessing, all of those things.
Yeah. Yeah. And for me, Tidio, past one window Tidio, because it's got that high do in it as well. And, it does also have a far in it, but we just kind of gloss over that bit and, don't sort of consciously talk about that bit. Anyway, it's really about finding that high do with Tidio.
Love it. And now we get to the thing that I'm still still that little bit scared of, isn't it silly after, teaching basically on and off for
Hmm.
43 years or whatever it is, I still go compound, compound, and I so shouldn't. Anyway, compound meter. Now, I like doing some comparing, and if you can get a couple of
Yeah.
things that are thematically connected, like rain, rain, go away, come again another day, very much simple meter, or it's raining, it's pouring, very much compound.
Yeah.
So, and they're both rain songs, and seesaw up and down, and seesaw Marjorie door.
Yeah.
That's a fun way to work with simple and compound. Um,
Yeah.
and I also really like Oh Dear, What Can the Matter Be?
Yes.
And it's, again, I hesitated to do that one, even though it's so
Mm.
magic, because it's the tum, tum, tee, 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 tee. I mean, how useful for
Yeah.
us. But I mean, it's so old fashioned, and they're at the fair, and I always just hesitated a bit. Now I don't, because it's now one of their favorite things, because I've added a simple handball routine, bouncy
Yeah.
balls, if you don't call them handballs. So, and I'll put a link to the show notes. You can actually look at the video and download a PDF if you want to learn the way that I do that. And they now love it.
Yes. And thanks, Debbie. I've been doing your handball game with my fours in preparation for compound time, which we're going to make conscious at the beginning of next semester. We're just about there. Yeah. So we've been doing that song. Yeah, lots. It's because the song is gold because it's got no tar teas in it. It's only got TTTs and tums.
Mm.
And a zam at the end. Yes. Fair rest.
Rest.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And you've
Yeah.
got another one
My
there
other,
that you and I both
my other
love.
one. We love this one. Look, this is composed by Stuart Gillard, who is a fantastic music teacher here in Queensland, and he's got a little resource which you can buy from his website called Compound Capers, and it's just got compound songs in it, and they're all composed by him. They're all short. This one's gold because it's got a game that's a lot of fun. It's an elimination game where they basically walk in a circle while they sing the song and then go and stand in a hoop, either hoop number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, and then you throw the dice and those people are out. Great fun. And they're walking the beat in compound time. Yeah, it's gold. They love that one. That one's also in the Step Up DVD as well, if you're after that, or straight from Stuart Gillard. Yeah, they're my most used compound songs, I'd say.
Mm. I was doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 just this week. They just with fours and fives. Because I was introducing it to the fours, and I had the hoops out. It seems like such a
Yeah,
silly thing, but I just went, and of course the fives. Yes, of course they want to play it
yeah, of
again. They love it.
course
And
they do.
what I've been doing recently is I just open an online dice and have it
Mm-hmm.
on the TV, and then it spins and it's big and they can see it all. And then when I wanted to add a little, I wanted to do one more game, but we were running out of time. So I added 2 dice. Die is
Oh,
one
yeah.
die and more die, plural
No,
dice.
the other way around.
One is dice,
Anyway,
plural is die. Okay, so I had
yeah.
2 die on the screen, and I said, and you spin and they both spin. And I said, both of these are out. So it just went quicker.
Sped it up a bit. I actually do that every time I roll the dice twice, every single time, because
Oh,
I just like to get things through quickly. And then once you get down to about 5 or 6 kids left, I roll the dice, and whoever I roll is the winner
it's the winner.
that time
Yes,
because
yes.
it finishes off the game quickly.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do like that. Yes. And I
And
liked
it's
it.
better for those who are out too, because they don't want to sit out the whole time. It's better to have a quick game twice than a slow game once.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do like it. And I have decided to, haven't done this yet, but I've done it in other elimination games. I'm thinking that I might, as they get out, I'm going to get them to either keep, especially as we start working consciously on the
Yeah.
rhythm, I want to have them sit in two different places, and one will perform the beat and one will perform the rhythm on two different instruments. So I might, just have claves and egg maracas, just put the tubs out so that they've got
Yeah.
something to do when they're out. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just a great game. So thanks,
Yeah.
Stuart. Shout out
Yeah.
to
Thanks,
Stuart.
Stuart.
I love you. Yeah. Okay. And of course, we're doing lots of practice of our simple time. You have to
Yeah.
keep that going naturally.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could
One I thought for that was Chicken in the Fence Post, which is a big ticker song, but they just love that song. And game, because it's got a game. That's what it's all about, really, isn't it? So, yeah, that's really comes into its own in grade 4, that one, but they'll want to keep playing that right up.
Yes. And I just look literally back through the years and go, okay, oh, right, I'll pull that song out. Let's derive the rhythm, or let's guess
Yeah.
what song,
Yeah.
what the song is from the rhythm, because this is when in year 4 you can look back and use all of that repertoire that you've been
Yeah, of
doing for
course.
years. Yeah. So I haven't sort of got
Yeah.
anything picked out particularly, just do it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and what I do with year 4 is I continue recorder. Now,
Yes.
recorder is literally just a tool, an instrument. I mean, of course it's an instrument and it's a beautiful instrument, but it's a tool. It's not my main focus. We don't walk in, get our recorder, do it for half an hour, leave. So
Yeah.
I could go 2-3 weeks where we don't touch the recorder, and we might be
Yeah.
using barred percussion, or we do all sorts of things. So when we get recorder out, I do my version of like a recorder karate thing, but I call it rainbow rockets. We started it in year 3, so it's sort of a self-paced. They earn their colors, and I just have wool I tie around the bottom, because I don't want to spend heaps of money to buy lots of stuff. So we do that, and we do some things together. Like if you check out Get Down on It on YouTube, I think it was a bit of a one-hit wonder, get down on it, get down on it. And the chorus is, okay, hold on, let me get this right. Deb, is it CCBC,
I
CCDC?
haven't done this one,
No?
Debbie.
Okay, now I need my recorder. I can't remember what it is.
Anyway, sounds good. I might have to put it in.
Oh, it's so fun. They play on the chorus, and then when it's not the chorus, they dance around. So you keep talking. I'm going to just work out what letters it was. Okay.
Okay, righto. Yeah, recorder is a big thing for me as well in semester 2, 1 and 2 of year 4. And as we begin to learn compound time in semester 2, I try and play a lot of compound music on recorder. In fact, our main assessment is another Stuart Gillard compound piece, which is Merry-Go-Round, and it's only got G, A, and B on it. So that's perfect for recorder. And look, it's got a great game that goes with it as well. Thanks, Stuart, for making all these great games to make all these songs so exciting. But yeah, that's a really, a great one too. Yeah.
Okay, Deb, I've got it. I wanted to get it right. It's all what I love about it is it's practicing that tricky B to A and B to C. So it's
Right.
B B A B B B C B B B A
Uh-huh.
B B B C B. Shall I try and play it? I wonder if I won't play it right over the mic. See how this goes. So it goes. Could you hear that?
I couldn't, but hopefully it's recorded for everyone else. It's okay. Anyway, you can look it up on YouTube. Debbie will put the link in.
I'll put the link in. I will. I'll put the link in. Oh my goodness. Okay. But it's fun. It's really fun. And that's what we're trying to practice at this stage, the B to C change, which is tricky.
Yeah.
Deb, I think that's pretty much year 4. Is there anything else you want to add before we leave?
Yeah, no. That sounds like year 4 in a nutshell.
It does. Love to hear about what you guys do. Contact us on social media, and I'll join Deb again soon with year 5. Thank you, Deb. Bye.
Thanks. Bye, everyone.
As we know, laughter relieves stress. Don't lose sight of the funny side of life. 2 silkworms were in a race. It was exciting, but it ended in a tie. Thank you so much for watching our Crescendo Music Education Podcast. For more information about all things Crescendo, including membership and music education resources, visit us at crescendo.com.au. Don't forget to like and subscribe.